Hi everyone, this is JB Borromeo, and in this video I'm going to share with you a very revolutionary way of starting to create your message, create that impact without spending anything. The very shortest time possible, you'll be able to create an impact and create that, impression that you are an expert, that you are a messenger of this topic. So I am JB Borromeo. I am an author of this book, Best You, Best Life. And I created programs teaching people how to share their message, how to build an information product business, how to be an expert, and how to really start monetizing from their information, message, expertise, information advice, passion, and realizations, experiences. And so one of the very first tips or lessons that I shared, that I teach to my students is, number one, they need to write and publish a book. But you know what? I've realized that if you will start with a book, it will take you too much time, very long time to write a book, and you will really have to spend a lot of money to publish this. Number one, it took me 2 years for me to write and publish this book. 10,000 words. I'm not a natural born writer. And so it took me 2 years, chapter a month only, one chapter a month, one paragraph a day. It took me 2 years. And so that's really a very long time for me to, build a business. My business got delayed for 2 years. And I don't want you to spend that 2 years. I don't want you to get delayed as well for 2 years for you to start sharing your message, Number two, this is very expensive. Publishing a book, printing a book is very expensive. I spent almost more or less 60,000 pesos to publish this book. This is a very short book, if you will notice. It's just a 96-page book, and this one is a very, small book, right? Not even that, look at that. And this is a very thin book. More or less 60,000 pesos to publish this book. I had to pay for the cover designer, for the graphics designer for my cover. I had to pay for the layout artist. There are also graphics inside. I had to pay also for the editor of this book. I had to pay someone to add some more content in this book. And so that's so expensive. And so if you're not willing to spend that much money, here's the advice that I will give to you. Start with reports. Some people call it a blueprint, a playbook, no? But definitely it's not a shortened ebook. No? Again, the ebook version of this, you still have to write 10,000 words. And then you shorten maybe, one chapter, two chapters that's not really giving sense and not really giving that content. Again, I'm not talking about the shortened ebook. I'm talking about a report. What is a report or a blueprint or a playbook? It's just a 7 to 10 slides of your PowerPoint presentation or a keynote presentation, and saved as a PDF, converted as a PDF. Now, what will be the, imagine this. What will be the look of this? So imagine a one slide. In your slide, you have a big, bold title here. And then below the title, you have 1 to 2 paragraphs of your explanation of that title. Lesson number 1, big, bold, capital letters. And then number 2, your explanations. Below that is your explanation, 1 to 2 paragraphs. And on the right side, you attach a photo that will support your lesson. That will further give them the idea of what are you talking about. So one photo here, big bold letters of your title, and then 1 to 2 paragraphs. That summary of your explanation, and that's one slide already. And then create 7 more slides. Just a very concise 7 steps how to create a big income sharing your message. 5 steps how to create that big wealth out of investment, stock market investment. 6 steps how to burn that fat, unwanted weight from your Christmas vacation or parties, and 3 steps how to be the best father while having that full-time job. So very concise, very short lessons your message, right? And if you will notice, the most successful personal development or business book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, they're actually just 7 tips, and there's so many explanations, and so you can do that as well. 7 tips, but not really very long explanations. 7 very concise slides talking about your lessons, and then create a cover slide. Cover slide, title slide of that presentation. Convert it as a PDF, and that cover slide, go to an ebook layout creator, 3D ebook creator. Go to several websites, just Google that and upload your design of your cover, and then that will convert it into an ebook, layout, just like a book. It will give you that impression that it's a book, right? And then now, combine them. Now you have an ebook perception. Now it creates that impression or perception that you are an author, that you are a credible person, that you are an authority talking about this message, talking about your topic. And that's what I want you to start with. Don't start writing your book. Don't start publishing your book yet, because you don't have any following yet. You don't have any big following yet. So you will just, let your books get stuck in your living room, in your room, and you will not be making any money out of this. I even hear some people, some trainers, best-selling authors, they would admit that there's very small profit margin in book selling. And I've realized that as well. There's a very small profit margin that you can, add to your book sales. So the income is not really in book sales. That's what you will hear from other bestsellers. And so that's what I want you to start with. Start with free reports, with your maybe blueprint, with your best content, very concise, PowerPoint slides, with ebook cover, with the cover slide, convert it into an ebook cover, ebook layout, convert it into a PDF, and that, you can start selling that. You can start giving that away for free. You can start actually selling that, making money out of that. So that's what I want you to start with. All right? Again, delay this book. Still, it's not yet the best time for you to start a book. All right? At the very first period or stage of your expert's business. So there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you think that, some people would have to learn from this and really watch this video, go ahead and share, or maybe invite them to our group, Maximum Impact, Maximum Profit Community. That's the reason why I've created this community. I've learned so many lessons, so many mistakes in this journey as an expert. And so I wanted to share, I wanted to have a community of me being able to share with you the lessons and the tips, the techniques, the hacks, so that you'll be able to create that income while creating that impact, in your industry, in your community. So there, thank you so much. This has been JB Borromeo, and before I leave, I want to tell you that you deserve to have the best life, but you have to be the best you.